Me amigos, my name is Pablo. I've been trying really hard just to get the music up and running correctly. I hope you like it. I hope you like the game. Oh Jesus Christ, you do not believe how much things I did getting into this game and it's not working. Okay, Jesus, let's just get started.
Everyone's counting on me
Pablo.
to cheer them up and give them lots of energy.
Pablo.
I hope that I can help them study for their test.
Pablo.
I'll work hard to support them and always try my best. It's so much fun to help out in the dormitory
Pablo.
and be a super moe and generic lolly.
Pablo.
I wanna do something for you, Oni-chan said. I guess instead, what are we going to do on the bed? Oh no, oh no.
Oh, I hope you like that new intro, boys and girls, because now we're starting the game. And I almost forgot to put on this timer again. A light breeze causes naked branches overhead to rattle like wooden chimes. This is probably a popular retreat for couples in the summer. The directions trees provide a beautiful green canopy far out of sight of teachers and fellow students. But now in late winter, it feels like I'm standing under a pile of kindling. I breathe onto my cupped hands and rub them together furiously to prevent them from numbing in the cold. Just how long am I expected to wait out here anyway? I'm sure the note said 4 o'clock p.m. Ah yes, the note slipped between the pages of my math book while I wasn't looking. As far as cliches go, I'm more of a fan of the letter in the locker, but at least this way shows a bit of interactive. As I ponder the meaning of the note, snowfalls gradually thickens. The snowflakes silently fall, and from the white painted sky are the only sign of time passing in this stagnant world. Their slow descent upon the frozen forest makes it seems like time has slowed to a crawl. Oh jeez, what the heck was that? The rustling of dry snow underneath startled me, interrupted the quiet mood. Someone is approaching me from behind. Oh my god. Oh, it's not one. Okay. Hi, Hisano? Hano? You came. A hesitant, barely audible question. However, I recognize the owner of that dainty voice instantly. I feel my heart skip a beat. It's a voice I've listened to hundreds of times, but never as more than a eavesdrop to a conversation. I turn to face this voice, the voice of my dreams, and my heart begins to race. Wanako. Oh god, I'm butchering these like crazy. I got a note telling me to wait here. It was yours? Damn it! I spent all afternoon trying to come up with a good line, and that was the result? Pathetic. Yeah, I asked a friend to give you the note. I'm glad you got it. A shy, joyous smile that makes me so tense I couldn't move a single muscle, even if I tried. I wish I get dates like this guy did. But what the hell? My heart is pounding now. It's trying to burst out from my chest and claim the girl for itself. You selfish heart. Now you're not the ones to talk. It's the guy below you that should talk. That guy actually let jump out for the girl. So here we are, out in the cold. Once again, the wind stirs up the branches. The canopus noise is the music to my ears. Aniko flinches even so slightly against the gust of wind. As it passed, she rights herself, as if supported by some new confidence. Her eyes locked with mine as she lazily twirled her long, dark hair around her finger. All the while, the anxious beating of my heart grows louder. My throat is tight. I doubt I can even force a word if I tried. You see, I wanted to know if you'll go out with me. I stand there motionless, save for my pounding heart. I want to say something in reply, but my vocal cords feel like I'm being stretched out beyond the breaking point. Hisano? I reach up, trying to massage my throat, but the only sense spikes of pain along my arms. Hisano! My whole body freezes free of my eyes, which shoot open in terror. I need a doctor. Hisano! The beating in my chest suddenly stops, and I go weak at my knees. The world around me, the canopy of bare branches, the dull winter sky, Anako run in towards me, all those faded to blank. The last thing I remember before slipping away are the sounds of Anako screaming for help and the incessant chatter of the branches above. I need a doctor. Wait, I died? I didn't even get to do anything and I just died. Well, it looks like I'm in the hospital. Oh, I messed up the recording. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Forgive me, I'll come back in a minute. And where I fixed the problem. Warning, don't move stuff that are in window mode. I had it before on the screen. Oh, yeah, full screen. But that wasn't working out. Oh god, I wonder if they actually made an anime of this, because it looks like an anime right here. It's wonderful. So dang beautiful. So yeah, I had some problems with this before, where the first time I did all of this, like made it to my bedroom, before I realized I didn't record half of it, and my voice was like too quiet with the music and everything. But that clock is really beautiful anyway. I wish I could edit stuff like Pablo right there, just out of nowhere. Pablo. But I'm not that good. It's been Jesus Christ, 4 months? Really, man? 4 months? It's been 4 months since my heart attack. And he's in the hospital. And that whole time I can probably count the times I was left this hospital room unsupervised on one hand. For 4 months is a pretty long time when you're left alone with your thoughts, so I had plenty of time to come to terms with my situation. Arthenignia. A strange word, a foreign alien one. That's why I can't read it. And I hate making jokes that I already said before. It just feels weird. It's not natural. One that you don't want to be in the same room with. A rare condition, it caused the heart to act erratically and occasionally beat way too fast. It can be fatal. Apparently, I had it for a long time, they said. It was a miracle that I was able to go so long without anything happening. Jesus Christ, I'm tired. Is that really a miracle? I guess it was supposed to make me feel better. More appreciative of my life. it really didn't do anything to cheer me up. My parents, I think, were hit harder by the news than I was. They apparently had 2 hemorrhage apiece. I have already had a full day by then to digest everything to them. It was all fresh. They were even willing to sell our house to pay for a cure. Of course, there isn't any cure. Oh my god, his parents are nice. I bet none of your parents would ever sell their own house just so you, the son, get better. Jesus Christ, he must be the only son. Only child. That's the only way to explain any of this. Because of the late discovery of this condition, I had to stay at the hospital to recuperate from the treatments. When I was first admitted, it felt as if I was missed. About a week, my room at the ward was full of flowers, balloons, and cards. But the visitors soon dwindled, and all the get well gifts began to trickle down to nothing shortly after. I realized that the only reason I got so many cards and flowers was because sending me that their sympathy. See, they had turned into a class project. Yeah, I remember doing those. Those were fun. I'm not gonna lie. Actually, no, they weren't. They were like boring. I could have been playing with crayons, but no, we gotta write your friend something like "Get well soon, buddy." Jesus, elementary school was a beast. Okay. Many so people were genuinely concerned, but I doubt it. Even in the beginning, I barely had visitors. By the end of the first month, only my parents came as a regular basic. Anako was the last to stop visiting. After 6 weeks, I never saw her again. We never had that much to talk about when she visited anyway. We didn't touch the subject that was between us on that snowy day ever again. The hospital. It's not really a place I would like to live in. Doctors and nurses feel so impersonal, and faceless. I don't know why I put a bull at the end of that. I guess it's because they were all in a hurry. They had a million other patients waiting for them. But it makes me feel a little uncomfortable. For the first month or so, I asked the head cardiologist every time I saw him for a rough estimate of when I would be able to leave. He never answered anything in a straightforward way, but told me to wait and see if the treatment and surgeries worked. So I idly observed the scars that surgery had left on my chest slowly changed its appearance over time, thinking of it as much of an omen. I still asked the head cardiologist, the heart doctor, about leaving. But my expectations are so low enough now that I'm not disappointed anymore when I don't get a reply. The way he snuffs around the answer shows that there is at least some hope. At some point, I stopped watching TV. I don't know why, I just did. Why you stop watching TV, man? Jesus Christ, I can't make that joke again. I started reading instead. There was a small library at the hospital. Although it was more like a storage room for books, I began working my way through it, one small stack at a time. After consuming them, I would go back for more. It's like he's hungry for books. I found that I like reading, and I think I even became a bit of an addict. I feel naked without a book in my hands. You do you? I'm just joking. But I love the stories. That was what my life was like. The days became increasingly harder to distinguish from each other. Different only by the book I was reading or the weather outside. It felt like time blurred into some kind of gooey mess. I was trapped inside instead of moving within. a week could go by without me noticing it. Sometimes I'll pause in realization that I didn't even know what day of the week it was. But other days, all the things that surrounded me would painfully crash into my consciousness through the barrier of nonchalance I had set up for myself. The pages of my book would start to feel sharp and burn hot, and the heaviness in my chest would become so hard to bear that I had to put the book aside and just lay down for a while, looking at the ceiling as if I was going to cry. But that happened only rarely. I couldn't even cry. Today the doctor comes in and gives me a smile. He seems excited, but not very. It's like he's trying to make an effort to be happy on my behalf. My parents are here. It's been a few days since I've seen them, both of them. They're both dressed up. Is this supposed to be some kind of special occasion? It's not a party. Is this a ritual the head cardiologist has? He takes his time sorting the papers, then setting them aside as if trying to make a point of the pointless of what he just did. Then he casually sits down on the edge of the bed next to mine. He looks at me in the eyes for a moment. Hello, Isano. How are you lately? I don't answer him, but I smile a little back at him. I believe that you can go home. Your heart is strong now, and with some preparations, you should be fine. We have all your medicine sorted out. I'll give your father the prescription. The doctor hands a sheet of paper to my dad, whose expression turns wooden as he reads it quickly. So many. I take it from his hands and look at myself, feeling numb. How am I supposed to react to this? The absurdity along the way, oh god. The medication still documenting the paper seems to be here. This is insane. Side effects, oh god. Get rid of it, please. It's too much for me to handle. I tried to read that, but it's futile. I can't understand any of the time I'm sick. Of course, it's all of this for the rest of my life, every day. I'm afraid that is the best that we can do at this point. However, new medications are being developed so I wouldn't be surprised if you see that list fade over the years. Years? What kind of confident booster is that? I had felt better if he hadn't said anything at all. Also, I've spoken with your parents, and we believe that it would be best if you don't return to your old school. What? Please calm down, Isao. That language is far too much. Like saying what and all. You can't say what in here. Okay, listen up. Listen to what the doctor has to say. Calm down. The way he's telling me, like, whoa, like, yo, I'm gonna be homeschooled? Whatever my concern shows, it's ignored. We all understand that your education is of paramount. However, I don't think that it's wise for you to be without supervision. At least not until we're sure that your medication is suitable. So I've spoken to your parents about a transfer. It's a school called Yakuni Academy that specializes in dealing with disabled students. Disabled students? What? Well, technically you are, man. It's a 24-hour nursing staff, and only a few minutes from a highly regarded general hospital. The majority of the students live on campus. Think of it as a boarding school of sorts. It's designed to give students a degree of independence while keeping help nearby. Independence is a school for disabled kids. Don't try to disguise that fact. If it really was that free, there wouldn't be a 24-hour nursing staff. And you wouldn't make a hospital being nearly a selling point. Of course, that's only if you want to go, but your mother and I aren't really available to homeschool you. We went out there and had a couple of weeks back. I think you'll like it. It looks like I really don't have a choice. Compared compared to our heart problems, people with your condition oh wait, that's what? Oh, okay. This isn't an opportunity. Don't call it an opportunity. Don't call it a goddamn opportunity. Let me do that with more Jesus. Well, you should well, you should be excited at the chance to go back to school. I remember you wanted to return to school, and while it's not the same one, a special school, that's an insult. Is what I want to say. Is a step down. It's not what you think. All the students there are pretty active in their own sort of way. It's geared towards students that can still get around and learn, but just need a little help in one way or another. Your father's right. I thought that was Mom. Your father's right. And many of the graduates of the school have gone to do amazing things. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. One of my colleagues in another hospital is a graduate. I don't care. A person doesn't have to be held back by their disability. That's what a disability is. I really hate that something so important was decided to me, but what can I do about it? A normal life is out of the question now. It's funny, I thought about my life was actually kind of boring, but now I miss it. I want to protest. I want to blame this lack of reaction on shock or fatigue. I could easily yell out something now, how can I go back to school anyway? But no, I don't say anything. The fact is, I know now it's futile. I look around the room feeling very tired of all this. The hospitals, the doctors, my condition, everything. I don't see anything that would make me feel any different. There really isn't a choice, I know, but the thought of going to a disabled school, what are those even like? As much as I try to put a positive spin on this, it's very difficult. But let me try. A clear state isn't a bad thing. That is all I think of to get through this. At least I can have something, even if it's a small special school. It's something. It's a fresh start, and my life isn't over. It would be a mistake just resign myself to think that. At the very least, I'll try to see what my new life will look like. And it was in this. Let me just, I forgot how to pause this. Yeah. No. Yeah. P-O-I-U-T-E. Text history, that's T. We already know that. R-E-Q. No, not Q, not F. M. That's music. L-O-K-J-H-G. Not pushing the F but key. Z, X, V, B, N, M. No. Space. No, wait. In fact, school What? What? The control key also does that. There we go. The escape button. I should have known. I should have tried that the first time. Well, anyway, this has been Katawa Shoujo. I hope I pronounced that right. And we'll be back in just a couple days. Yeah, a couple days. See ya.